When Australians think about going offshore, most picture Singapore or Dubai. But what if I told you that one of the most credible, compliant, and globally recognized offshore jurisdictions is actually the United Kingdom? If your goal is to protect your wealth, access global markets, and legally reduce tax, the UK offers something rare: global legitimacy and flexibility all in one structure. Hi, I'm Virna White, CEO of WealthSafe, and in this video, I want to share the journey of Melissa, one of our clients. Melissa was an Australian author and high net worth entrepreneur who wanted a complete financial and life reset after her divorce, a fresh start for herself and her two daughters. She was preparing to relocate to the UK permanently, buy a home, and reinvest nearly $5 million from property and her share portfolio. Her challenge: everything was still tied to Australia. Her income, her structures, even her investments. She was paying Australian tax on gains that weren't even Australian. So we built a UK company structure around her future, one that gave her complete wealth control, protection, and credibility. Her UK company allowed her to buy and hold UK and European investments under the company name, keep Australian assets clean and separate for tax and estate planning, open a UK multi-currency account for trading and investing, align her personal tax with the UK's non-dom regime, legally keeping her offshore income tax-free for several years. Within months, Melissa had a compliant, world-class structure that positioned her for long-term wealth, clarity, and control. Here's why the UK still matters in 2025. 100% foreign ownership, straightforward incorporation, corporate tax at 25%, often reduced through allowances and planning, world-class banking, a common legal system aligned with Australia. This means your structure is compatible, credible, and accepted worldwide. When it comes to compliance, the UK stands in a class of its own: transparent, respected, OECD aligned, and globally recognized. So when Aussies like Melissa use a UK company, they are using a legitimate, compliant first world system to hold investments, earn income, and manage their global financial future, giving them complete wealth control. But Melissa's decision wasn't just financial. It was about freedom, lifestyle opportunity, and expansion. She wanted her daughters to have access to world-class education. She wanted weekends exploring the countryside, visiting castles, discovering villages, tapping into history, culture, and possibility. And choosing the UK opened the entire European continent to them. Paris for the weekend, summer holidays in Italy, Spain just a short flight away. This is the deeper mission behind WealthSafe. Yes, we build compliant structures. Yes, we help you relocate, invest, and reduce tax. But at the heart of everything we do is freedom, liberation, sovereignty, and empowering you to build a lifestyle as expansive as you dream it to be. And here's what most people miss. Your global strategy must always start with Australia. Australia is your legal domicile. Australia is your place of abode. Australia is the country that will fight hardest to keep you in the tax net. That's why everything we build begins with strict compliance: court rulings, ATO guidelines, tax rulings, residency rules, CFC and CMC laws, supported by a team that includes tax lawyers, capital gain tax specialists, international planning experts, Australian tax accountants, compliance officers, registered international agents, all working together to bridge Australian and international law. Too many Aussies set up offshore companies or residency first, then try to work backward into Australia. This is dangerous. Your offshore bridge must always be built from Australia outward in the right order to avoid ATO scrutiny, double taxation, residency issues, and compliance breaches. For Aussies moving abroad, running an online or e-commerce business, consulting globally, or building digital income, a UK limited company offers unmatched trust and international reach. It gives you the protection of a first world legal system, the credibility of a G7 economy, the banking access to scale globally, the compliance clarity Australia requires. At WealthSafe, we don't chase secrecy. We build credibility, structure, and control. And the UK, when built properly, delivers all three. If you're ready to take your wealth or business global, like Melissa did, and want to know whether a UK company fits your broader tax and residency plan, click below or visit wellsafe.com.au to book your offshore qualifying strategy session, because the goal isn't to escape the system, is to master it legally, intelligently, and globally. And if you want to see more videos like this, remember to subscribe and hit the bell, because every move you make now decides how free you will be tomorrow.